Mm. Hello, hello. Franco Valley. What's up, brother? What's going on? Let's see. This. All right, so Franco, this is my first time going live, so please bear with me. I'm going to try to get used to doing this. And what reactions have you seen of mine that led you to my channel? Maybe you can let me know that, and we can kind of start up a conversation from there. All right. React to, we got, so you want me to do another beatbox reaction? Is that what you're basically telling me? More beatbox? You're here from the beatbox family? I don't think these, I was wearing these to see if maybe when you guys respond or type anything, it would give me a beep or some kind of signal. All right. And you want me to react to Eminem Venom? And I think I responded to you earlier today, and I said something about the fact, at least in regard to doing newer hip hop videos, that it's really tough, you know, to do, especially Eminem, because he's such a big artist. His copyrights are really strict. So I'm definitely game to do some Eminem just because I like who he is. I like his style, his music. But I just warn you, if I do the song Venom, which you're asking about, I'm probably gonna have to cut it up a little bit. It's gonna chop the song up. It's gonna ruin the integrity of the song. Ultimately, you know, making your experience of it not as pleasurable. But if you're just looking for a simple, you know, this is all about reactions. So you would get a good reaction. It would be chopped up a little bit. So I did a Nicki Minaj reaction recently to Good Form, and the first time I tried uploading it, they blocked it. The copyright, the record label UMG, they basically run most of the hip hop music that's out there. So it's tough. The newer stuff is really tough to work with. So you know, I'll add that song to my watch later playlist, you know, on YouTube, and then I could take a look at it definitely, and go from there. I guess, you know, see what happens. Death Wish is in the house. What's up, brother? How are you? Let's see. It says, "Yo, dude, I saw one of your beatbox reactions as the first video, but I like the." Like I said in an earlier comment, I think you should do whatever you feel good. Well, that's the thing about it. You know, with my channel, I've been strictly just sticking with the music stuff in the beginning. You know, I do a lot of, I don't know if you guys have seen any of my other videos or checked out, browsed my channel for anything else, but I started this whole thing doing a lot of like rock and roll and heavy metal. And I kind of evolved over to some of the hip hop stuff, and then obviously you guys know Verbal Droppings, and he's in a Facebook group of mine, and he kind of put me onto the beatbox thing, and I seen that the beatbox family has such a great following that's why I did what I did, and I took a chance on it, and so far I've really enjoyed the beatbox family, and just the competition between these. I'll call them kids because I'm a little bit older than most people, maybe even think. And yeah, Verbal Droppings put me onto this, and my first video was Napalm versus Mad Twins? Is that what they're called, Mad Twins? And yeah, that was cool. And then I got into the Codfish and the Taco reaction for the second beatbox battle, and I don't know, in between the four people I've watched so far, I don't know if I like Napalm better or Codfish. They're both really, really good. And even Batako, I thought he was really solid actually. And as I played it back and watched that battle, oh, sorry, my son's trying to come in. So Batako, I liked him a lot too. He was more solid in both of his rounds, but I just thought Codfish was good. All right. There we go. Anyways, I just want to. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for their support on my channel. Just the fact that it took me about almost 9 months to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just gonna go with it with this little guy right here. So I have 3 little boys, and that's the reason I can't pump out as many videos as let's just say a verbal droppings, you know, is his channel, because he's constantly putting stuff out. So I got 3 beatbox battles. I have 3 beatbox battles right now that are ready to go in my Watch Later playlist.
Look at that.
Okay, stop. Okay. 3 of them. I'm not going to tell you guys who they are. Here you go, bud. And those are going to be in my next recording session, so just so people know. So I have 3 of those. I mean, I'm going to mix this in with some of my normal stuff, some of my normal videos. I have a Tool reaction for a Tool song coming up. You know, there's I might even do a challenge to a you know those challenges where you can't laugh. You know, you get challenged to not laugh, and there's funny stuff. I have a WWE wrestling video that's lined up for a challenge. So I'll see if I can take that on, and I'm probably gonna laugh because I like to laugh, and I like to smile and have fun. I just want to catch up on some of these comments here. In which part of the USA do you live? Frank wants to know, or Franco, I'm sorry. I live in the state of New York. So that's the northeastern portion of the United States. Cold out right now. Franco, where are you from? Maybe you can tell me where you're from, so I know what part of the world you're from. I don't know. What do we got? I'm an American. What other countries do we have in the chat right now? Just popping to say hello, Creative Lori. How are you, Creative? That's good to see you. This is my first time doing the live session here. I'm just kicking this idea around right now, and as I go along, I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to get more. I'll probably bring in my camera, get some better quality. My microphone will help. Everybody in the chat room, if you can hear me clearly, please let me know. If you're having trouble with any of the audio, let me know that as well. Or how does the video look? I just want to see. I want to test this out and see how my internet connection is doing. Nathan likes drums. Wow, Nathan likes drums. I remember meeting you were in a chat for I think it was James Cox and James Cox chat. So that's cool to see you popping in. What's going on? The Macam Nerd. Oh wow, Macam Nerd. I remember you some of your videos recently. I think the Macam Nerd. Are you from Europe? The Macam Nerd. And if you are, what country are you from? I could swear you had a good accent going, a strong accent. Franco Valley. So you're in Argentina. Wow, Argentina. That's cool. Very cool. Wow. It's see, this is the thing about these live sessions. It's cool to meet people from all around the world. You know, I mean that's pretty awesome. I'm over here in New York in the United States, and you're over in Argentina. That's pretty sweet. Death Wish. Nice. Can't wait to see these future videos. I'm from the cold, wet UK, so that's cool though. I have no problem with that. I'm in New York State, so I don't have the beautiful weather of, let's say, a state like California has, or even New York. Or, I'm sorry, even like Florida, the sun state, the sunshine state. Let's see what else we got in the chat here. Audio sounds good to me. Looks okay too. Deathwish. Okay, thanks. I'm just I normally record my reactions with a shotgun microphone, so this is coming out of I'm using a MacBook Pro right now, and I'm just testing it out to see how it is for future live stuff. I want to use a better mic so you guys can hear me better and get a little more sophisticated with this whole live session. I apologize because my little 2-year-old right here, if anyone has kids and knows anything about children, 2-year-olds, are a handful. So this guy's he's a little monster. Who else do we got in the chat? Gotta run. Keep up the good work. Thanks a lot. Creative Laura, it's good seeing you pop in. I'm hoping to see you maybe in some of Frank's sessions in the future. I'm going to be joining him in January. He's interviewing me. And what else do we got? Greetings from Santa Cruz, California. Fu Manchu, there you go. I recognize a lot of all these names so far in the chat, so it's good to see some people. We got California, Fu Manchu. I'm in New York, Fu Man, and let me know your temperature out there in California, because right now in Buffalo, right outside of Buffalo, New York, it's about 41 degrees right now. It's not too bad. We had a lot of snow recently, and it finally melted. Okay, it's enough, bud. Okay.
I want to say Dado Poo.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Dado Poo.
Does anyone have any problems with me doing reactions that are outside of my normal music stuff, or the beatbox thing is going to be kind of my newer thing that I'm gonna sprinkle in with my typical heavy metal and rock and roll stuff. If anyone has any issues with that, let me know. And I have a Coheed in Cambria. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Coheed in Cambria. I have that reaction to edit, and then that'll be out hopefully within the next few days from now. Deathwish says I have a 4-year-old and the Terrible Twos haven't gone. That's true. I know. Actually, I have a 7-year-old, I have a 5-year-old, and then I got this little guy Jonathan, who's my 2-year-old. To be honest with you, I think when they're about 3 years old, I think that's when they're at their worst, in my opinion. This guy right here, that's bugging me constantly, he's gonna be 3 in April, so he's progressively got more difficult most recently too, and he's developing this little attitude. He's got this temper problem going. So anyone that's parents would understand that, and anyone that is going to be parents in the future or is thinking about it, you're never going to be ready for what's about to happen, because these kids will keep you busy 24/7, no doubt about it. 24/7, push your patience to the levels and the areas that you've never experienced, and it's all good though, because the gratification of having children is well worth it. So Fu Manchu, he 55 at the moment. It's almost 1:30 p.m. Right here in the lovely state of New York. What is it, like 4 o'clock almost? Yeah, so we're 3 hours difference, obviously. So it's 4:23 here in New York, and that's not bad. 55 is not bad. I like all your content. I appreciate that, Fu Man. I know me and you talk once in a while on the comment section of my videos, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate everybody's comments that takes the time to write me something on my videos, and I do my best to answer people as quickly as possible. And could you stop, please? Okay, you can play over there. I do my best to answer everybody in the comment section. Fu Man, since you've been around a little while, do you have any suggestions while you're sitting here checking me out on this live stream? Anything you want me to take on? I'm looking for some new content to add, and go from there. Hey.
Put it in now.
Okay, bud. Okay. I'm sorry about the craziness with the kid here.
Put it in now.
I'm gonna try to do as best I can. My wife's at work right now, so I'm running solo, and that's why I'm at. Rush, Fu Manchu is asking. Rush isn't bad.
I wanna plug it on.
So I did. What do I have? Two Rush reactions so far. I have Subdivisions, and I did YYZ, a live in Rio session, and that was probably one of the Rush YYZ was probably one of my favorite reactions I actually did to date. That crowd was crazy. Definitely. And that was I believe that was a South America Rio. That's South America. That was That was a great reaction. That was at like almost 4 o'clock in the morning I did that reaction. So, Franco, I am 42 years old. So there you go, everyone. I'm 42 years old. I don't know if I look like I'm 50, if I look like I'm 30, but yeah, I am every bit of 42. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little older than 42 with all these with having children and working and just being a husband, a dad. Live and real went off. Yeah, you're right about that for sure. That crowd, I've never seen a crowd get into a song as much as they have. In fact, you know, if you think about it, YYZ is an instrumental song, and the fact that there were no words to that song, that crowd was just humming along, and it was a great reaction. I had a lot of fun doing it. Like I said, I went to bed right after that reaction, kind of smiling because I've never seen that before, and that was quite a song. That was awesome. So, Franco, oh, thank you very much, Franco. Yeah, I look so young. Well, if I let my beard grow a little bit here, got some grays, and actually today I found my first gray hair in my mustache. So right about here, I found that. So, yeah, Deathwish thinks you thought I was in my 30s. Well, that's good. I try my best to not abuse my body in any way, so I look like I got some buddies that are in their, you know, all my friends that are low 40s and all that. Some of my friends look like they could be 50. They partied a little bit too hard back in the day. So, you want to say hi to the camera?
Nice.
So, show the camera, show the people out there watching. Rock on. Tell me. Go ahead. Look at like that. That's peace. That's what I do. I do peace. Peace. Chicken grease. 42. So anyways, yeah, I really appreciate that, Deathwish. How old are you guys? Let me know your ages, because I want to know the crowd. I would like to know the ages of my viewers, you know. Since
Rock on.
That's rock on right there. See that? That's rock on. That's what a 2-year-old does, because he sees my videos often. Right?
Batman.
Or Batman. Any Batmans? Fu Manchu's says let me get back. Frank Zappa would be another interesting to cover. Nobody really does that, and that's probably correct. And Fu Man, I'm not real familiar with Frank Zappa's music, so that's all good stuff. And let me just tell you something about the old music, because I mentioned something earlier about how difficult it is to do a lot of the newer hip hop. How tough the copyrights are. The old stuff, like old school, like I'm talking Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and artists like that, like Black Sabbath is a real tough one. That's a real tough artist to cover. It's one thing to get your video blocked by the record labels, but it's another thing to obviously get a strike on your channel. And as a YouTube creator, whatever you want to call me, getting a strike is the worst thing possible. So that's why I'm real careful with my videos, and I stop them often. I really would not like to stop my videos as often as I do for at least the music videos. I'm not talking the beatbox, but the music videos. You know, it's just one of those things you have to do sometimes. And there's certain artists that are tougher than other artists. So Frank Zappa, I would have to even see if anyone has done any of their content. I have no idea. Let me just clear some of these windows. I got some notifications popping up. I just want to clear them. Franco Valley says he's 15. Wow, I got a 15-year-old, so you must really think I'm an old man. My kid's turning off all my computers. I have my laptop in front of me right now that I'm doing, and then I have 2 screens on each side of my laptop that I use when I do my reactions to maybe put some lyrics up, and then I have another laptop screen that'll show like a little bit about the artists that I'm covering, you know, like a Wikipedia site, stuff like that. I have a video that's it shows my recording setup. It's an old one. It's my old recording setup, but it kind of shows you what I look at as I'm doing these videos. So if you guys ever want to take a look at sort of when I'm looking at when I'm doing the reactions, you can go on my channel, look for my recording setup video, and check it out. I know it's only like a 3-minute video. And I have improved my camera since then. I've improved my microphone too. So you can check that out. Let's see what we got. Led Zeppelin, Don't Even Try It. Frank Zappa, I think it's possible. So Led Zeppelin, I've heard that they strike or they block immediately. There's one thing I can do, and this is something I learned from. I've done a couple baby metal reactions, which is Japanese pop metal. You could do what's called the sync and play or something like that, where you do a count. I would do a countdown like 3, 2, 1, go, and then you guys on your end would hit the video. You would have the video going so that you could at least hear what's going on, and then or at least you would know the song, what part of the song I'm listening to. And then myself included, I would not actually have the song in the reaction video, but I would be still watching on a monitor, and you can still get my reaction. And that way I'm not using their content on my reaction video. I'm still listening to it, I'm still reacting to it. So you can still, and that's the way you can go about it. But I just don't think many people would be interested to watch that type of reaction.
Ow!
Come on, dude. My son is tearing the house down right now. So Fu Manchu says, I've seen it done once. Okay, well, there you go. Bitch lasagna. Where the hell did I know I responded to one. Are you a beatbox fan, Bitch lasagna? Let me know, bitch. I just want to know. For some of my viewers, I want to know what videos you have watched in the past. How about that, right?
Yeah.
Let me get a drink of water real quick here.
Oh yeah.
So if you're in the live stream, I see that there's 5 people in the live stream. Let me know that you're out there. Just say hello or whoever. Just say something in comments. I want to know who's in the live stream right now. Obviously, I don't know if Bitch Lasagna is still there, but I see Fu Manchu still there. Buckethead is going off. What does that mean? What does Buckethead is going off? Is wow, you are man. Does anybody want to borrow a 2-year-old right now? Because I really could use a little break from this guy. Yeah. All right. Franco Valley says, I'm going to follow you on Twitter later. Yeah, I do have a Twitter account. And just so everybody knows, if you want to go down in my description of any video that I have on my channel, all you have to do is just go down in the description, and just my social media links are on there. My Facebook and my Twitter link is at I think it's towards the bottom of the description. And I do have an Instagram account, but I haven't linked it to my channel yet because I really never was a photographer or anything. Never really was into it. So at some point, I think I should do a little Instagram. Maybe you guys can tell me if Instagram's any good, or I know they got some cool filters and so forth, and it's more for photography and stuff like that. But and I know a lot of YouTube artists do, or a lot of YouTube creators do use Instagram. Deathwish says, I'll swap you for my kid. How old's your kid? Because if you're going to do that, then you get 3 kids. You get the 5-year-old, the 7-year-old, and you get the 2-year-old. So you get a 3-pack. And if you have a house and anything that's really nice in your house, these kids destroy my house on a daily basis. A lot of scratches, a lot of dents in the walls, a lot of everything. 4, no, just the 1, please. Yeah, so and your little guy is a boy. I'm saying, guy, is he a boy? I think you said that. Buckethead is this wicked mad guitarist. You should research it. Oh, no, I know who Buckethead is. I know he was in Marilyn Manson, and I think he played with Guns N' Roses, correct? Marilyn Manson and Guns N' Roses, and his style of music, from what I understand, is it more like instrumental? Buckethead's more instrumental. Maybe you could let me know, because I had a couple people suggest him in the past, and it's more like maybe like a jam session type style music. I just I never really did a lot. I do know some of Marilyn Manson, not a lot, and that's another artist actually people have asked me to do is Marilyn Manson. Guys, just so you know, I pretty much 85% of the time I do stuff that I never heard before. So that's the whole root of a reaction channel, is to do things you never heard. I'll pick a song maybe once per recording, maybe not, you know, that I just want to show you guys kind of my background of music. Yeah, because I listen to a lot of different styles of music. I'm not set on just listening to heavy metal. I'm not just set on, you know, certain styles. I kind of bounce around. I like my old school hip hop and all that. Manson, haha, shock rock. Shock rock. Marilyn Manson's one freaky dude. I will say that. Definitely one freaky guy. All right. Any questions? Anyone have any questions that they'd like to ask me? That's in the chat. Anybody have anything off the cusp? I did a question and answering session type video that I posted a while back, and I have recorded a response to that. And I was thinking maybe I should just do that on maybe do the response live versus, you know, recording it and putting it up on uploading it. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of the responses that I give, I wanted to give some channels some shout outs too. So I wanted to show some people that are viewing in on my content some of the other channels that I like to check out in my time. There's a lot of really good reaction channels out there. I'm sure you guys all know. Obviously, if you found my channel, I'm sure you probably listened or at least viewed a ton of the good big reaction channels like Lost in Vegas, and you know, I liked a lot of Hectic Reacts and Weeboo Reacts, and you know, there's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them out there. Let's see what people say. I need to leave. See you later, Franco. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello and chiming in and throwing me some comments, and I appreciate all your support. Hey, congrats on 1K serving from my home. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for popping as well. It took me almost 9 months to get to this point, and this is just probably just the beginning for me. So, hey, no. So this is just the beginning of me, and I'm hoping to hit maybe 2K in half that time. So, Codfish, Boots, and Cats. Are you kidding me right now? This is pretty cool to see Codfish, man. I'm a big fan of your battle that you did against Patako. Yeah, that second round that you did was just amazing. I don't even, you know, I liked a little bit of beatbox back in the 80s and everything with the Fat Boys and MGMC. Uh-oh, there goes a 2-year-old. He's pissed right now. Wow, unbelievable. So, Codfish, you're the real deal? This is the real Codfish? Am I just talking out my ass right now? You're the real deal? I'm down with Lost in Vegas. Oh, you're done? You're not down with Lost in Vegas. Why? What happened? What's up with that? Is it just that their opinions bother you a little bit, or is it just one of those things? You know, I think their style is really good, actually. But you know, each reaction channel is unique to themselves, and I give those guys a lot of credit, a lot of respect. They've done a lot, and what have they been around just a little over a year? So, you know, you're not everyone's gonna like you. I have some haters out there, just in the small group of people that follow me too. It is what it is. No big deal. Okay, Codfish says he's fake. He's fake. Let's see, where are we? Honestly, I've never heard of those guys. Your channel just popped up in my. Okay, that's cool. I mean, like I said, I'm like a small fish in a big sea of all these different reaction channels out there. There's so many bigger channels with so much more content. You know, I only have like 40 some videos, 41 to date. So, you know, the fact that I'm actually getting some people to my channel through recommendations is pretty cool. And Codfish, some people think that's the real Codfish. No, he says he's fake. Boots and Cats, just one of those things. Yeah. So again, you know, I appreciate everyone's support for my channel, and you know, it's a tough gig for me because I'm kind of a little bit of an introvert, and sometimes I'm just not really feeling up to the, you know, just being super energetic, and you can tell sometimes even in my reactions what kind of mood I'm in, and I know it's a tough thing sometimes getting in front of the camera because I have zero experience and anything like that. I'm actually kind of camera shy myself. I never really enjoy being in front of a camera. So for me to sit here and edit these videos and watch myself and look at myself is sometimes it's a little tough. But you know, the fact is I like music. I love being a little bit creative. So I just kind of fused all that together, and here I am. I'm doing what I'm doing now, and I enjoy doing it. I love interacting with you guys. That's like the big thing of this whole thing is interacting and listening to people, reading comments for suggestions, and just, you know, kind of pumping my brakes when I'm not doing good sometimes, and even giving me credit when it's due. So so we got someone named Romer3 Judge. I came here from doing a baby metal from a baby metal reaction. You should out more of the Japanese acts as I have. I'm thinking about what is there's a Road of Resistance by Baby Metal that people keep telling me about, their song. That's one that I want to do that one. I really want to do that one. It's just the Japanese copyrights are so strict. So last one I did was Baby Metal Gimme Chocolate. I had to chop the shit out of that video to get it to stick. Or I do a live version of one of their songs, which usually is a little more flexible. So yeah, I'm definitely doing another Baby Metal reaction. You guys, I will say this, that Baby Metal fans are probably the most avid fan base out of all of my fan bases. So kudos to you guys. You guys take it serious. And the comment section from this Baby Metal fans, you guys leave some crazy detailed long ass comments. I mean, I could sit here. I mean, when I put out a video, and 2 days later, if I'm going through my comment section, I can't even believe how much detail the Baby Metal fans put into their comments. They do a lot of. You guys. Well, let's just say this: you pay attention to a lot of detail. You give me a lot of information, and it's been great. So I really appreciate the Baby Metal crowd out there. Like I said, though, I have to be careful. The copyrights are really strict, and if I do get a strike on my channel, obviously I can't do anything live stream wise, and this is my first time taking a stab at this. So I just want to be able to, at this point, thank everyone for the fact that the support of 1,000 subscribers. I just hit 100,000. Is it 100,000? Yeah, it's 100,000 views on my channel, which is another small little milestone. So that's awesome. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate everyone's support. It's awesome. I want to read some comments here. It's the real Codfish. I bet he's smiling. Well, if it is a real Codfish, I want to say thank you for stopping by, and obviously you must support my channel because you're on here. And like I said, there's going to be more beatbox reactions coming from me. I have 3 picked out right now. I want to see Codfish versus Napalm. That's the beatbox I want to see. So if it's there, any of the beatbox people that are in the chat right now, leave me a link in my comment section on one of my songs, and I'm going to get to that one. I definitely want to check that out because both of those guys have really, I didn't think I would like the beatbox stuff as much as I did, but the sound effects that these guys do, these kids are just, the talent is amazing. How do you even breathe when you're beatboxing like that? It's just, obviously it's practice. So Codfish has got a little smiley face, so maybe it is a real Codfish, man. That's pretty sweet. Just so you know, Codfish Verbal Droppings he's the channel that introduced me to the beatbox scene, and that's why I have clicked on your video to react to it. So you can thank Verbal Droppings for that, and let them know that I told you that. Fu Manchu, the beatbox went off. Dang. So Fu Man, since you're more of like a older school rock and roll guy, did you enjoy the beatbox reactions? Have you seen the beatbox reactions? I can't remember if I responded to any of your comments in that section of my channel. I've only done 2 reactions to that so far. And if it is the Codfish, what's big and upcoming in the beatbox competition for 2019? Let me know what that's all about, because is it the name of the channel is Swiss Beats Swiss Beats. That's the name of the channel that actually hosts all these competitions. I'm sure there's got to be something cooking. There's got to be something cooking. That was my first. Oh, Deathwish, love your channel. I think you're supposed to say you wanted to say buddy. Sorry, Codfish. So my son, in the meantime of this whole chat thing, has really destroyed this room that I've recorded. So good job by him. Fu Manchu says, I'm not a hip hop or rap fan, but I like that. So that's actually what I've been getting from a lot of people that typically don't watch any of my hip hop stuff. Some people that are definitely not fans of hip hop, they've seen the beatbox battle and they watch my reactions to the beatbox battles. And surprisingly, some of the people that I wouldn't expect to like that content actually have shown kudos and have enjoyed those beatbox battles. So I think beatbox, the thing about beatbox is you have people of all different ages, just like anything in music. But the fact is that the diversity within the beatbox family is pretty incredible. You know, just from the couple reactions I've done, we have USA, Napalm is an American. I had Japanese for Batako. Was it an Australian? Is Codfish? Codfish, are you Australian? Close that bad boy. And then I had Mad Twins is Russian, I believe. So yeah, I had 4 different countries in these 2 reactions so far, these 2 battles. We got Romero 3 Judge. Let's see. Oh, you know what, Romero? I remember talking to you actually in the chat section because you had some pretty good detailed conversation with me about some of the suggestions that you were throwing at me. And you're saying Band-Aid and is that Mildred, for example, lots of great stuff out there out of Japan or of Japan. And so Jeff, Band-Aid, is that a girls band? Is that a boys band? Just like Baby Metal is a girls band. I'm thinking, I thought I heard Band-Aid's a girls band. You can let me know in a comment that back. And are you gonna, what do you want to do? Burn some CDs or DVDs? Yeah. Band-Aid, I think that's a girl, all girls Japanese band, obviously. Haven't done any of their content. Haven't looked at any of their music videos, obviously. So that would be a total new band for me to cover. And I wonder if that band has the same issues as Baby Metal when it comes to copyrights. I wonder if they're just as strict and just, you know, I would have problems with strikes. In fact, I'm sure there's people that do these reactions that I can look to see how popular they are. Let's see. I said before, if they come out to the West Coast, I'll book them into the Catalyst, Santa Cruz. So that's right. That's right, Fu Manchu. You did say that about coming out to the West Coast. And when I think of California, and you're saying the word Santa Cruz, I mean, I'm 42, so that reminds me of my very first skateboard I ever purchased when I was a kid was a Santa Cruz Jeff Kendall deck back in the day, the graffiti deck. So I don't know if you're familiar with the whole, well, just the fact that Santa Cruz, you should be familiar with the whole skateboard scene, and just living in California, that's huge out there. I would love to get a skateboard again someday. That would be great. I guess the question is, I wouldn't want to blow out a hip because I'm getting up there in age. I know him well. You do know him well. Okay, so you got to put that down, bud. When you say you know him, when you say you know him well, okay. Let me just see. Know him well. Who do you know well? I'm sorry, my son was just. I was trying to think. All right, Jeff Kendall. Are you talking about Jeff Kendall and just the whole Santa Cruz scene? Oh yeah. Jeff Kendall. Okay, Fu Manchu. You know him well. Personally, you know Jeff Kendall personally because, like I said, that was the first deck I ever purchased back in. I want to say probably back in. What was that? probably like 90, like early 90s. I bought that deck. It was used too. That's the first deck I learned how to skateboard on, like the first real deck. And then I got into the Pablo Peralta, and my first brand new deck I ever bought was a Mike McGill Pablo Peralta board. That was an awesome board. Fish Lasagna says, you know beatbox? And what is that question referring to? I mean, I've done 2 reactions on my channel so far for the beatbox, and so far so good. And like I said, just so you viewers know, I got 3 beatbox battles right now saved in my watch later section. And when I get a time to do my next recording session, I'm definitely gonna roll some more beatbox in there. Fu Manchu says that I'm thinking of referring to Jeff Kennel. He works at NHS Santa Cruz skateboard. So he works there, huh? He's got to be a little bit older now too, as well. He's got to be probably what, maybe his late 40s or early 50s, somewhere around there. I don't know. Those were the days, though. The skateboard days were the good old days in the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. And skateboarding is so much different now. It's I don't know. When I skateboarded, it was kind of like the whole skate or die. You know, the headbangers versus the skaters, like, and then you got the preppy kids and stuff like that. Yeah, those were the days. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I would love to get a skateboard now. The skateboard nowadays, the skateboards, they're so little. They're so skinny. I think they called our decks the whale decks or something like that, or whatever. Damn, I wish I still had one, though. First 2 are all female, and Mildred is female fronted. So, yeah, so the whole thing, like I was saying earlier, the whole Japanese rock scene, or the pop rock scene or whatever, I noticed that they pay attention. They really pay attention to like their stage presence. Like that's just maybe more so than they do over here in the States. So it's a little bit different. And the pop vocals mixed in with the kind of like the real hardcore death metal type sound rock and roll is something that it's definitely a big change in my opinion. I thought that Distortion, which is actually my most popular Baby Metal Distortion, is my most popular video on my channel right now, at least view wise. It's a good song. I just thought that the Gimme Chocolate was a better song. Just, there's something about it that I enjoyed more. So this Road of Resistance, is that the name of the song? That's the one that people keep telling me. You got to do Road of Resistance. You got to do Road of Resistance. And then there's something Rondo, something by Baby Metal that people keep talking to me about. So if I get into the Band-Aid, that group Band-Aid, you'll see it. I'm going to take a look at it, though, for sure. I'm not going to guarantee anything because I'm going to see if their copyrights are real strict. There's a way I can check into the copyrights and basically, search it out. And then if it tells me that it'll get blocked, then usually I try to avoid stuff like that. I did a Gojira song, which is a French band, and they blocked me in several countries as well. That's another band that's on my docket to do. But I might have to do a live act and do something a little different with the way I edit the video so I can get it to stick. Who's in the chat right now? Who's in the chat? I just want to close out a couple of notifications here. If you're in the chat, please do me a favor and smash the like button and help me out in that way, because that does help my channel as far as just the more interaction that I have and the more action that comes to my channel, the better it is for myself. Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Anything they want to know about me? Other than what I maybe what I've talked about so far, or what you guys know through the actual channel itself. Let it rip. We have any hockey fans in the chat right now? Any hockey fans? Any big football fans? Tomorrow's Sunday. I obviously live right outside of Buffalo, New York, so I'm a big, as you can see in the background right here, I'm a big Buffalo Sabres fan for hockey. Fu Manchu, he's a Sharks fan, so Fu Man, we had Evander Kane on the Buffalo Sabres for about 3 years, maybe. Good player, definitely a good player, and I guess he's just doing really good out there and out there in San Jose. So, what? Give me those.
I want it.
Those are my headphones. Those are my headphones. My son's stealing my headphones here. Let me see that. Let me see. Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Let me see.
Oh, here. Okay. Here. Here. Death Wish. I'm here, but I have to go. My kid needs controlling. Haha. Looking forward to your next video. All right, brother. Take care, man. I appreciate you stopping by to say hi and show me all the support. And
I will put on that.
don't be surprised if you get a 2-year-old through the mail. I got a 2-year-old coming your way right now. He wants to do everything that I don't want him to do. So again, I appreciate it. Take care. Here, bud. I'm just gonna put these in for my 2-year-old. He's playing with my headphones. All right, here you go, bud.
No, not like that.
Ooh, man, what kind of football? Are you a football fan? Since you said you're a Sharks fan, are you San Jose? What part of California is that? Is that mid California? Or I've been to Los Angeles and San Diego out in California. Before me and my wife had kids, that's what we did. We went out to the West Coast, and it was my first time out there, and it was awesome. I have to say, California. I went to Vegas. I went to the Grand Canyon. Awesome trip. Super cool. Vegas, if anyone's been to Vegas, they can agree that Vegas is an amazing city to go to. I'm not even a gambler. I'm not a big card fan, like playing cards and poker. But when I went out to Vegas, man, I had a ball. That was such a fun city to be in. It's so lively. People are just constantly awake 24/7. That was cool. I definitely enjoyed my time out there on the West Coast. And then I was out in, like I said, I was out in LA and I was out in San Diego. More so stayed in the San Diego area. Went out to the Gas Lamp District out there. A pretty cool party strip, or at least an area there within the city. That was fun. That was cool. Let's see. All right, Fu Man. Good catching up with you. I appreciate you stopping by. It looks like you're taking off. I'm assuming you're taking off. Anyone else have any questions for me? Because my 2-year-old is really getting rambunctious right now, and like I said, I just want to get a taste of this whole live stream thing and just see what it's like. Here, I'll help you. All right. Yeah, so there you go. We have any movie buffs in the live stream right now? Anyone that's a big fan of movies? Anything new, old, whatever, anything that's interesting to talk about? Or here you go, bud. Put it on. I'm sorry. Yeah. Any movie buffs? Anyone?
No, not like that.
Any baseball fans? Anything like that?
I'm gonna put that up.
Here, I'll let you just take these off. See, my son's playing with. He's got these old school, my iPhone headphones right here. Could you see on the screen? Did your little head pop up? Boop. This little guy. Ramir, Japanese bands can be tough. Others do a link and sync thing, and that's what I was talking about. That's what it's called. I appreciate that right there, Ramir. Link and sync is I think that's when you do the countdown, and then just hit the button. As the viewer, you can hit the button, and that way I don't have to stop the video. In particular, if I'm doing baby metal in the future, that would probably be my best bet right there. Is to just do the link and sync, and all right. Anyways, I might come back on in a little bit here. I gotta deal with this 2-year-old. I wanna. Okay, bud. Here. So, like I said, I'm gonna I can't get these in yet. I'm gonna take off here in a minute here, guys. Again, I want to just I just want to say thank you to everyone that's supported me so far in this 8.5-month journey, and you know, I got some plans coming in. You can't hear anything. I got some plans coming up for future stuff. I'm going to expand my content a little bit outside of the typical music videos that I've been doing. I want to get into some more like reactions to just different areas. The reason I want to do that is just because of the fact that the copyrights for the music bands, the music content, it's really tough. You know, they really cripple the channels out here that do these reaction channels, and I just think that I'm at the point right now that I would like to try a couple new things. It's my root of my channel is going to remain music, and it's going to still center around music. But if I take on a challenge here, or if I do something a little bit different there, then you know, I think that's good for the channel. I think I'll touch more people across the world, more viewers, and yeah. So I might pop back on later tonight just for a little bit, see if there's any different people that want to join me and ask some questions about me, and then I can maybe throw some stuff back at you guys as the viewers. At some point, I might even, depending on how this channel goes, I might get some merchandise, and I might do some giveaways for you guys as the viewers to show my support. Maybe do some stuff in the comment section where there's some kind of like a question answer, or just some kind of challenge back to the viewers, and maybe possibly mail you guys some merchandise at some point. You know, other than that, again, I just appreciate everyone's time on my channel for viewing in on my videos, and always make sure that you guys like my videos if you do, and throw some comments down, because I like to talk with you guys. It's probably one of my favorite things is talk to the viewers and see what's going on, and if you like my stuff. So anyways, I'm going to be out of here, and I'll be seeing everyone soon. All right, later, guys. Peace.